We're checking off all our rally prep essentials, but sometimes the biggest problems aren't on your checklist. So stick around and see the costly surprise that nearly derailed our trip, and share your own RV mishap stories below.
1, 2, get ready to roll. If you're moving with the beat, then you're moving with the flow. Say 3, 4, get ready for more. We ain't come to mess around, we just come.
Well, guys, it's moving week. Yeah, I do mean moving week. Next Saturday, we leave out of Blue Ridge and we start headed towards the National Rally in Indiana. We won't make it in one big drive. We just do it a little bit at a time as our schedule allows. But what does that mean for this week? Well, today it's Friday morning, about 7:30, and we are headed to Canton to get the transmission fluid changed in the truck. Got to do all our maintenance duties before we hit the road. So I'll take you along with us.
Okay, so we had the transmission fluid changed at Jiffy Lube yesterday, and now Rosie's off visiting with her sister and family today before we leave Georgia. So she'll drop the truck off at Discount Tire and have the tires rotated. So I'll see to some of the other things that need to be addressed before we leave Blue Ridge, Georgia. One of the things I tend to always forget is to roll these mirrors up, so let's go ahead and do that first. Next, I'll go ahead and mount the backup camera I used to hook up with and get the monitor hooked up inside too. Now I'll pull the locking pin and turn the goose ball over, and you can't forget to lock it back after turning it over. Now I need to inflate the tires. Even though we just had the tires rotated yesterday, they forgot to even the pressures out afterwards, so I'll hook our portable air compressor up to it. So while this is inflating, I'll go ahead and check the fluids and the pressures in the other tires. I've got a little while for the tires to finish inflating, so I'll multitask and start backwashing the tanks. Every tire, every pressure gauge, every checklist item is addressed before we hit the road. Getting ready for a long RV road trip, it means being thorough. I want to hear from you. What's the one thing you always forget to check before leaving? Let's build an ultimate pre-trip checklist together in the comments. With all the pre-trip checks done, the tools packed away and the RV secured, we glanced at the GPS to confirm our route to Jellicoe, Tennessee. Everything was set, so it was time to hit the road and kick off this adventure. Rolling into Indian Mountain State Park always feels like coming home. Even though we're only here for a single night, it's impossible not to fall in love all over again. Just look at this drive. The beautiful pond, such a peaceful vibe, and the way the sunlight filters through the leaves, this park is hands down one of our favorites on the road. The sights are nice and spacious, and there's just something about the air that makes you want to slow down and soak it all in. Honestly, knowing we have to pull out tomorrow, that's already a letdown. One day just isn't enough at this place. If you've ever stayed somewhere that instantly felt special, you know exactly what I mean. But as perfect as the day felt, sometimes even the best stops come with unexpected surprises. Just when we thought we were settling in for a quiet night, things took a turn we didn't see coming. Even the best plans can go sideways, and this week was no exception. I went to hook up the camper feeling good, running through our checklist, and that's when I noticed something that made my stomach drop. Our inverter had thrown an overload alarm. The inverter is the heart of our off-grid power setup, so seeing that alarm put me into panic mode. I did a bit of troubleshooting and found a melted switch and a blown fuse. I started checking everything I could think of, but I couldn't figure out what had caused this. I replaced the fuse and switch, and then I started the AC on battery. That's when the alarm went off again. I immediately shut everything down and started investigating. Then I found a soft start on the front AC that was full of water. So for the moment, we haven't been running the front AC. We'll be at the Grand Design Rally in a little over a week, so I'll get a new soft start there and I'll install it. Tomorrow we head to Batesville, Indiana, so I'll have 5 days to do some more troubleshooting. Pulling into Batesville, Indiana, we were all set for 5 days at the Thousand Trails Campground. Reservations in hand and full hookups, 50 amp site, but as soon as we checked in, the trip took a nosedive. The office told us the park was full, we'd have to wait in the overflow area. Basically a dusty patch with no sewer and no 50 amp service. Not exactly what we planned for. We drove over to the overflow and honestly, it was rough. I mean, after a quick look, neither of us wanted to unhook there. So map in hand, we decided to drive through the main campground ourselves, just to see if there was any open spots. Sure enough, we found several empty sites with the hookups that we needed. We marked them on our map and called the office, but they insisted we could not move no matter what was open. Call again tomorrow and maybe we'll reassign you. If you've ever dealt with Thousand Trails first come first serve promise, you know how frustrating this can be. By now, we're more than just a little tired and irritated. So that's when I made the mistake. Navigating back out of the campground, I took a wrong turn onto a narrow road lined with low-hanging branches, no room to turn around, so I had to back out. Never a fun task with a big fifth wheel. So my focus was on dodging the branches and watching the mirrors and just trying to get us out of there without another headache. And that's when it happened. That unmistakable gut-wrenching crunch. I'd backed the nose of the camper straight into the cab corner of the truck. Everything just stopped. The frustration, the exhaustion, the letdown from the campground mess, all of it, it all hit at once with that sound.
Cap doesn't look like it got messed up very bad. So there's one promising thing out of it. After years on the road, this was the one mistake I had hoped to avoid, but sometimes RV life throws you a curveball, right when you least expect it. So even the best plans can go sideways. This week my inverter threw an overload alarm and I managed to bump the camper's nose into the truck cab on a tight corner. Not my proudest moment, but I guess it's all part of the journey. So if you've ever had a classic RV fail, share your story below and let's learn from each other. Maybe one day we'll be able to laugh about it. RV prep isn't always smooth, but it's always an adventure. So make sure to subscribe for more real-life RV lessons and campground reviews and maintenance tips. And don't forget your experiences and advice to help this community grow stronger. See you in the comments, and hopefully I'll see you at the rally.